Hi everybody, it's Sarah here from Bliss Before Laundry, and I'm going live tonight with Cheryl Hiebert, who's an amazing healer and inspiration to many in the Kingston area and beyond. I'm really excited she's going to be joining us soon, and while I wait for her to come online with me, I'll just tell you a little bit about what we're going to be talking about tonight. We're going to be talking about her workshop, Discover Your Authentic Self, which she's going to be doing at our upcoming Bliss Weekend, which is in October. There she is. Let me just see if I can find, oh, now I've switched my orientation. That is not the way to do it. Oh my goodness. There she is. Okay. Just gonna have her be able to see if I can have her join us here. Add, bring share. I'm not sure why I've switched. Hopefully you see me in the right orientation there. We're just waiting for her to join us. So she's gonna be presenting at our upcoming Bliss Weekend, which is happening October 19th to 21st. At Camp Kawartha, which is just outside of Peterborough. And it's a fantastic event. We've run it, this will be our 5th year in a row there. Sorry, I'm just trying to add her and also pay attention to all of you. So if anybody's watching out there, say hi, say hello. Love for you to interact with us. See, everything in my phone is in the portrait orientation, which makes me think I'm supposed to be this way. If somebody's watching, can you tell me whether or not I'm sideways or upside down? I'm not sure why we have so many tech difficulties with this. It's very frustrating. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. So, okay, I'll try and invite you again, Cheryl. I see that you're watching, and it did seem to want to invite you. She's going, oh, there she is. I'm adding you according to the instructions on the phone. Try turning your phone upside down or sideways and see what the instructions say. So if you've come to Bliss before, then you know that the Bliss Weekend is all about wellness. It's about taking time for yourself. It's about pressing pause on your busy life. It's about shedding all the expectations that you have in the rest of your life, everything that everyone expects you to do. Hi, Gertrude. Thanks so much for saying hello. If you're watching this right now, can you tell me whether or not I'm in the right? I'm trying to be sideways or horizontal like this, but my screen is kind of showing me that maybe it's not like that. So just let me know if I look sideways or upside down or something to you. So I'm just talking about what a Bliss Weekend is. So Bliss Weekends are these fantastic opportunities for women to come together and focus on themselves, like I was saying. I see you, Cheryl, trying to add yourself, and I keep saying add, and then it says no response from the live viewer. So Cheryl, if you're watching, which you obviously are because I'm able to add you, you might have to click on the notification that it's sending you to add you into the live stream. And we've already decided if this doesn't work tonight, Cheryl's just going to come on and do this on her own and let you know what her workshop's all about. But so I'll finish telling you about a Bliss Weekend. So we have these practitioners that come who are absolutely fantastic. They're experts in their field. They come and they share workshops. They also do one-to-one sessions. So those are private opportunities to meet with them throughout the weekend, one-on-one, and really dig deep into an area of your wellness that you're working on. We have 4 workshop opportunities throughout the weekend. So there's always a choice, usually 2 or 3 workshops to choose from at each time. I see you, Cheryl, trying to add yourself. Like every time I click on it, it says no answer from the live video guest. And I see the comments. So Cheryl, if you want to comment on what's going on your end, you can comment and let me know. So I'll add you again, your viewer, Cheryl. Guest requests, allow your viewers to request to join you. Yep. have done that. So throughout the weekend, we have 4 opportunities for you to take part in wellness workshops. And we also, one of the biggest, most highly lauded aspects of the weekend is our food throughout the weekend. So we have close to the earth, vegan, vegetarian food that we actually cook in community. So everybody takes a turn. We call it our karma hour, either cooking or cleaning in the kitchen once throughout the weekend. And the meals come together in this sort of magical way and get put out on the table. And they're so delicious, not only because we learned about new ingredients, or we had a glass of wine while we cooked together, or we told each other our stories and made new friends, but also because it's done in community and everybody's really proud of what they did. So it just makes the food taste more delicious. So it's always like one of the top things, because I think a lot of women come to a weekend that's vegan, vegetarian, gluten-free food, and they wonder, oh, what am I going to be able to eat all weekend? But every single closing circle on the Sunday of each Bliss weekend we've done 10 of them now. It's the same reflections, like, oh my gosh, there was so much food and it was so good for my body and it was so delicious, and send me the recipes, which we do, by the way, at the end of the weekend. So anybody else who's out there watching, say hello, ask any questions that you have about Bliss weekends. And we're still trying to bring Cheryl Hiebert on. She's one of our practitioners who's coming, and I just don't know why the universe just doesn't want to let us do this. I'll try a couple more things here. I'm sure it's making it like really noisy on your end every time I move the phone, which kind of sucks. But when I do this, it tells me rotate your phone. You can't turn your phone while recording. Okay. Adding Cheryl again. Add her, bring her in on camera. Yep, Cheryl says she's still there. So if it doesn't work, my love, we'll just have to delete this and let you go. Oh, you're connecting. Ah!
I don't know what just happened.
Oh, yay. Okay. Oh my gosh, this is happening.
So am I just a floating head right now?
Do you look sideways? Do I look sideways to you? Because you look sideways to me.
You're sideways to me.
Gabby's online. She's watching us too fumble around with all of this. This is hilarious. I don't know what's going on, honestly. I think Facebook must have like changed something to do with its Facebook Live in its most recent update of software, because things just, ever since I updated to the new software, I can't make things work. But we're both talking. Okay. We may be like this to each other, but we're both here. And we're both talking, and I think it's recording. If anybody's watching, can you please comment and let us know that you can actually see what the heck is going on? I'm going to put this back in my stand so that I don't move around too much, because I know it gets noisy.
I can see a few people I know are watching. I can see Erin and Jody and Carrie. I feel like this is Romper Room. Should I just do this?
Yeah, like honestly. Yeah.
I don't know what's going on.
Who knows? Oh well.
Let's just talk.
Love, Sideways Cheryl. Tell us about you. What is it you do? I know what you do, but tell everybody who's watching, tell our Bliss family all about you. What is it you do, and how did you get started? What's your story?
Oh gosh, how long do you have? Well, I've been in wellness for as long as I can remember, probably 20 years officially. And my journey really started with my own issues that I really had to work with. And so, you know, over the years, trying to find holistic ways to heal myself. So it was depression and anxiety. And I was one of those people. So this is, you know, we're rewinding 35 years ago. I'm a little older than you, I guess. Anyway, so I went to the doctor, and the doctor basically said, here, you're depressed, take these. And I just felt worse. And I thought, I threw them in the garbage, and I thought, I've got to find another way. And so there began my journey. And in my journey for all things wellness, I found my calling and thought, oh my gosh, this is why this is happening to me, not happening to me, happening for me.
Yes.
And so I found my calling. And so over the years, I've studied many energy healing modalities. I've done many different degrees and certifications and counseling and Masters of Divinity. And I'm a certified authentic leadership facilitator, and it goes on. And I always feel that as a teacher, I need to always remain the student. So I remain a passionate student as well. And so I offer a lot of different workshops and sessions based on wellness, mind, body, spirit, holistic. So it includes spiritual counseling, working with people individually that might be going through chronic pain, grief, loss, cancer, any kind of illness, or just need a tune-up with some counseling, going through some job changes, trying to find their bliss. I love your bliss before laundry title. Trying to find their bliss. And moving along my authentic path has really, really inspired me to help others and to guide them.
I love that. I love that. And it's such a, like, it really is a common story, isn't it, for people who
it really
do this work.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah. For those of us in wellness, we usually had something monumental that happened. And I realized I really had to heal from the trauma from my younger years.
Mm-hmm.
I just didn't know that then.
Yes.
I didn't know that that's what that was. So, and I thought, I want to be that person that is there in the way that I needed.
Nice.
When I need the support. Yeah.
And now you have developed this beautiful toolbox of varied skills and, you know, resources and tools that you can come alongside people and really be of support and help to them. It's beautiful. It's really beautiful what you do.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I wouldn't do anything else.
You found your way. You found your way. Mm-hmm. So tell us, you're coming to Bliss. You're a Bliss virgin. This is your first Bliss weekend. Sideways, Cheryl.
I'm so honored that you invited me. Oh my gosh, I'm just jazzed about it.
Yeah.
I've heard such great things.
I've heard really great things about you too. I've been hearing about you for the last couple of years. No joke. You know, like we sort of run in, you know,
yes,
it can be a small world, this world of wellness and transformation and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
So I was really excited that you applied to be a presenter this year. And yeah, it was really, you know, wonderful to be able to offer you that spot. So I'm so happy that you're coming. And tell us what you've been working on, because you're going to be doing a very special workshop at Bliss. What's it all about?
Yeah, all about, you know, finding and discovering your authentic self. And so I'm going to be doing a snippet of what I do in a 10-week program that I would do in another way. And, you know, it came from, I think a lot of us, if we look around, we're a culture, we're a society, we're people that are craving the truth. We just want people to be authentic. Mm-hmm. And we also want to be our best selves. And a lot of times when I ask people, you know, hey, I've got this great program, and they'll say, oh, I'm living an authentic life. And yet when I start asking them some probing questions, the truth is maybe not so much, but we don't know what we don't know.
Yeah.
So I ask, you know, so I take people through some really great questions. Things like, you know, think about who you are when you're at your best. Okay. You know, who are you with? Where are you? Okay. So they reflect. And where are you when you're not your best? Who are you with and where are you? Okay. You see their face drop a bit. So how can you be more of that person when you're happy and you feel safe and you're really being yourself? How can you be more of that person more of the time?
Yes.
And authenticity takes time.
Oh, it does.
Because again, we don't know what we don't know. So we have to dig around and figure it out. And so with what I'm going to be presenting at your retreat, it's going to be asking some really good questions that we're going to discuss and have some deep conversation, but also questions that people can take away later for reflection and contemplation, and for, you know, some deeper, just sort of digging deeper within themselves. And I've designed a really great exercise, especially for this workshop.
Ooh. That
it's sort of a 4-step exercise that everybody will go through, and they will see in black and white on their paper with their writing where they are being authentic and where they are not, and where they can make some changes.
Oh, I
So
love it.
yeah. Yeah.
So wish somebody had taught me those things years ago.
Oh, isn't that the truth?
Truly,
Anyway,
like,
there's hope. There's hope. There's hope for all of us.
yeah, it's true. There is. That's one of the beautiful things that life teaches you, is that there's always hope. And
Yeah.
that's actually a really amazing thing that comes out of the Bliss Weekends every time, is that,
Yeah.
this opportunity to share your story and hear other women's stories and find those points of connection and really realize that, okay, although I may feel very stuck where I am right now, I can see that these other people have moved. Things have shifted for them, and that gives hope to. It also gives
It
people
really
permission,
does.
doesn't it? When other people tell their stories,
It
it gives you permission to
does.
tell your own story and find
Well,
healing in that.
and people realize they're not the only one.
I know.
Most of us have gone through very similar, circumstances and challenges, and there's nobody that hasn't come out unscathed from their childhood. I mean, let's face it. So we've got things to heal. Yeah.
Yeah. It's beautiful. I'm looking at some of the comments that are coming up. Like Cheryl saying there is hope. I love that.
Oh,
Joseph is telling us, hi, Cheryl, can hear but not see anything. So maybe this is more of a podcast for you, Joseph. One where there's
they can't see, but what?
yeah, they're having this. Shannon's having the same issue, but the audio is clear. She's saying
They can't see us?
Yeah, I guess not. I don't know what's going on. But I think we're still fun to listen to. We might have
Oh
to
my God.
re-record on Zoom or something and then just post the video. That might be the easiest.
That's funny. That's funny.
I've really taken my own journey with authenticity. It's been I find that it can be a very it's an exercise in courage sometimes to really recalibrate and unlearn the things that relationships or society has taught you around being so concerned with other people's expectations and what they want you to do with your life, and it really to be authentic and to speak up and to speak your truth and say what you need and say no when you actually mean no instead of yes all the time. Like, these are all skills that I really wish sometimes we could teach this stuff in schools, right?
Yes.
Like, it would save a lot of hardship and grief for people.
We learn to be competitive rather than cooperative. We learn that it's more important to be liked and to fit in than to be who we truly are.
Yeah, I know. And
then we have to undo all of that, and then watch media, watch advertising, and I saw this Facebook post today with this image, and it said, "What if there is no box?" And I loved it.
What if there is no what?
What if there is no box? So in other words, a box that we don't all have to fit nicely into.
Yeah.
To all be the same.
Right.
And a lot of people are just living, they're just surviving. They're not truly living a life of bliss and passion. They're just Monday to Friday waiting for a paycheck. And that might be the way it has to be. And sometimes when we learn to be more authentic, we actually find that 9 to 5, Monday to Friday can be a lot more fun in the meantime. And there's in the meantime, hey, there's kids that need to be fed, and this is the job that I need to do, and this is the way it is.
Yeah.
And that's all so valid.
It is. And sometimes it doesn't always require big, huge shifts in our life, does it? It doesn't necessarily mean that you need to change in big ways. It can just simply be about showing up for yourself more and really listening, like learning to listen. Our body is so beautiful at teaching us and telling us in every moment what feels right? And yet so many of us, we don't learn the skills, we're not taught the skills, we don't develop the skills to really listen to that wisdom that's so available to us 24/7. It's
we often override it. the gut instinct and in the intuition, we override it,
Yeah.
and we know it. We have, I call, those spidey senses. When something, meet somebody and you think, I don't know, this doesn't feel quite right, but we push forward anyway. And it could be a job or a partnership or whatever it might be. And you find out later, yep, I was right all along.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's so important to trust that gut instinct. And that is part of our authenticity for sure.
Yeah. And I just love that you're out there in the world teaching these skills, Cheryl. It's just beautiful. Yeah. Thank you for doing such important work. So one last part of the weekend is, and Shannon saying that was me just living, recently made some huge, huge changes in my life at 36 years old. It was now or never. I gifted myself a new start. Oh, wow,
good
girl.
for you, Shannon.
Yes.
It's brave. It's so brave and so worthwhile.
It's amazing. It is, and I'm sure you found, Shannon, that it was, fruitful for you, that it was the right decision to make those changes. And sometimes when we make these changes at first, it's like everything sort of goes, ah! And it can be hard, but when we push through and persevere with what feels right to us, it often does really yield beautiful things.
I always think of, our garden in the spring. It's all messy. And you kind of got to clean it up, and it's got to get all messy and tossed around for a while until it has some semblance of order, and then it's okay. Yeah. And then there's the maintenance. Yeah. So we're a lot like gardens.
It's very true. I like that analogy. It makes sense to me.
It does.
So I was just going to say the one last aspect of the weekend is, you're going to be presenting, but you're also going to be doing private sessions with women throughout the weekend. So you tell our Bliss family what those will be all about.
Sure. And I think that they're 30-minute sessions, and correct?
Yep.
Right? And so what happens is during a retreat, our stuff gets stirred up. So either we start to shift, or maybe we feel a little bit stuck. Things are coming up. So we might just need some TLC, some coaching, some counseling, some clearing, some skills, a few added tidbits to our toolbox. So I'm bringing a whole repertoire. I'm going to bring my energy healing table. I'm going to bring my cards for mini readings if people want a reading, and anything that sort of comes up. I'm going to bring my crystals, and I'm going to set up a beautiful little oasis of loveliness. And so if somebody just feels like they need the support to just, push forward, because you get stretched in a retreat, you get stretched, and sometimes you just want to keep moving, but you don't know how. Right. You come to a point where you just need a little nudge or a little support. So I'm really excited to be part of that aspect of your retreat too.
Yeah, I think it's beautiful that women have that chance to work a little more with you one-on-one. It's often proves to be, one of the, there's so many aspects to a retreat weekend like this that are transformational for women, but it's just another layer that, like you say, really does provide that extra bit of support when things are getting churned and turned.
Yeah, getting churned, getting stirred up, which is beautiful. That's why you go, right?
Yes.
Move your stuff out, get that stuff out of the way so you can really move into, your best self.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much. We're really excited because registration is great for the weekend. We don't really have too many more spots. So if our early bird is tonight is actually the end of our contest. So we've been running a contest for the last couple of weeks to give away a free Bliss weekend. We love doing that every time. And then tonight is also the closing of our Bliss Bursary program. So for women that need a little bit of extra financial support to be able to experience a Bliss weekend, we provide subsidized spots. And so women can continue to apply for those spots up until midnight tonight. And then tomorrow we'll be notifying the applicants who got a bursary, and we'll be notifying the winner of the contest, which is always an exciting day. And then we'll keep the early bird registration discount, which is $50 off, open until Sunday this week before we raise our price to our regular price for the weekend. So really, truly, if you want a spot, friends, now's the time to do it. Enter the contest, enter the bursary if you feel that would help you, and make sure to purchase your ticket before Sunday night so that you can come for the $50 off, right? So yeah, thank you, Cheryl. Thank you, Sideways Cheryl.
I feel
It sounds like what we've done tonight is just make a podcast. um, but maybe there's a way that I can. People are saying here in the comments that it's like the screen is like those, you know, on the TV when the programming was done at the end of the day, and it was kind of all, or when the TV,
oh,
when the cable went out and it was all kind of garbly.
okay.
Um, I think that's what it looks like to people, but they can still hear us and they've been watching and listening the whole time. So thank you to
Okay.
everyone who's been with us tonight. And Shannon says, thank you so much. All that sweet love. Um,
Oh,
so yeah, so thank you, Cheryl. You are just such a light in the world, and I'm so grateful to have connected with you. And I cannot wait to hug you in person in a month.
I know.
It's
I
gonna be
know.
awesome.
Thank you so much, Sarah.
Have a nice night today, love. We'll talk soon.
Okay. You
Bye.
too.
Bye,
Bye.
everybody. Thanks for
Bye, everyone. See you
listening.
soon.
Bye.